Hi, I'm Tina. Welcome to the second episode of Tina Tries. Today I'm going to be making a Herbie clock based on the character from Marvel's Fantastic Four movie. It's going to be really fun and I'm really looking forward to this one. If you're new to 3D printing or you've been thinking about getting into the hobby, this is a really great project for you to take a look at. It's basically like printing a puzzle. You're just going to print all the pieces and assemble them. No glue, no having to tinker with files. It is straight off the bed and you put it together and then you have a finished piece. It's really quick, it's really fun, and it's super easy. So let's get to it. Project, I used a bamboo X1 carbon and a bamboo H2D printer. I also used black, white, and blue PLA and 2 bamboo clock kits. This file comes from Makerworld and it was made by a designer named MauricioDUARTE. I really hope I did not butcher your name.
This build had 3 separate plates and took about 13 hours to complete. Here are all of the parts.
This one looks like it's going to be a fun little build. Everything should snap together. The creator claims that there is no glue needed, so we are going to try this out. All right, first we have the little headpiece, and I'm going to put all of the decorative blue pieces on here. And we're going to slide the base on here. This does have an angle to it, so I'm going to turn it around so that he is looking slightly up. There we go. We are going to assemble most of the face here. There we go. That'll just snap in nicely. All right, let's put this guy in. I'm going to put these little dots in first. The instructions say it might need to be hammered into place, so these little pointy dots don't seem to want to go in. So I'm going to try that. Take the circle out. There we go. Okay, so these 2 dots I definitely recommend using a rubber hammer to get them in securely. There we go. Now the rest of these just pop right in. Snap the eye-ring back in. Okay, so there's a cute little back of the faceplate. This uses 2 clock kits actually. So let me get this other one open. This is the clock kit that it uses. It's MH011. So these are going to go directly behind like that. All right, now we're going to assemble the eyes here. Okay, there's one. Not too bad though. There's that. And then this has a little tiny dot that I need to fit right here. Nice. That went in surprisingly well. All right, so what we need to do on the second hand is cut the arm off. So we just have this middle hub piece. There we go. Let's see how it fits in here. So first we're going to push our hand in here. But I don't like how much this moves around. And I'm also not crazy about the spacing. All right, let's try this. Okay, I'm still not crazy about this one though. I might end up doing the same with that, actually. So the instructions for this say that you don't need to use the washers on the hardware, but I am going to strongly disagree with that. I don't like how the boxes just float around in the back. So I highly recommend just attaching them using the hardware that comes with the kit. Then the boxes aren't going to be floating around. And we just pop the eyes back in. All right, let's make sure it works. Turn the lever. Beautiful. Here we go. And put this eye back in. And then all we have left to do is pop the faceplate into the head, and then we have a finished project. Pop some batteries in. And here is the finished H.E.R.B.I.E clock. This was really fun to build. I love the eye mechanisms. This is the hour hand, the minute hand, and the seconds. I do recommend gluing the second face on here because it will make a clicking noise after a while. And here's the back My other recommendation for this print is definitely to use the included hardware with the kits to keep the boxes in place, and then the eyes will be even and not crooked. Here are my rankings for this project. Ease of printing, I give this one a 10. You do not have to mess with any of the files. You just send it right to the printer and they come off of the bed perfectly. You don't have to add supports. You don't need an AMS system. It is great for beginners. Ease of assembly, I'm gonna give this one a 9. It was so much fun to put this one together. The only tricky part was my personal preference of getting the boxes to not move around on the back of the clock. But this was really fun. It was super easy. I think this would even be a good project for kids to build. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this movie. So that's gonna do it for this project. If you enjoyed this video or you have any questions, drop a comment in the section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you